Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. Glad to have you all here. We're gonna get started painting this snowman. So give me just a second and we will do that. Right now, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do leopard print on this or if I'm gonna do a pastel colors. And I think if I don't do a pastel color, I am going to do a second one and do it leopard print, because who doesn't love that, right? I know I do. For those of you who have not been here before, my name is Sherry. I'm the owner and creator here at Bluebark Designs, and we usually get together some point during the day to go live every day. Sometimes we go live more than once, but usually try to do at least once a day. So today we are going to paint this snowman. He's super cute. And I'm really undecided what I'm going to do. But I think on this one, I'm going to do the leopard or the cheetah print. And then on the next one, I'm going to do the pastel. Why don't we do that? Because I love this design and I think it's really versatile to be done in many different ways. So we're just going to show that. And if you see any of our designs and you would like, you know, colors to be different or something like that, that's something we certainly can do. That's something we just need to hear from you when you place the order. Okay. So I hope you guys are all having a great day. I've had a really good day. A lot of good, great, amazing things have happened today, so I am very excited about that. And I was looking forward to coming live this afternoon. Actually going to do the side because we always paint the side a little bit. I'm actually going to do that while we're over here. Just makes it look a little more finished, more uniform. So I just like to do that. But I would rather do it now than later. Okay, let's get the other side going. Or the other side of the front of this. Hope you guys can all see that good today. Couldn't figure out what big vehicle that was sounding out there. But it was a school bus. I forget that it's kind of, oops, that's okay. You may want to base coat that with white anyways, but you'll never know. I forget it's that time of day, so yeah. All right. We're gonna go up top, a little white up there where we'll need it. Everything else is pretty much covered for the white, so these are our two big white spots. My preference when I remember and don't forget when I'm going around putting different colors on is I like to get the lighter colors on there first, and then go back over. I'm gonna need just a little more white in there. Okay. And because we're going to use a light color, I am going to give it a coat of a white base. Boy, if I could talk this afternoon. All right. So that'll just make the coverage a little bit better when we come in with that really light color to go over that spot. All right. So now I think what I'm going to do is use this color I had mixed up from before to come in, do the scarf, do the brim of the hat, all of that. As a base color, we're going to use black and gold. I'm going to make him a fancy snowman, right? I think I have enough of this color. I hope I do. But if not, we'll mix up some more. I mixed this up a couple weeks ago, and I have been using it ever since on the same and various other projects where we needed just that, like a tan color, not really a brown color. And rather than, I didn't really find one I liked, so I just mixed it. Okay. Because we might have to make some. We are gonna actually have to come in with a little bit of white right there below the carrot. That's no problem. We will do that once we have this done. use a little bit bigger brush for this. I'm just giving this color combo a little spin, but we're definitely gonna do a more pastel colored one as well. I love that for Snowman for the winter. Okay, we're actually gonna mix up some more of this because we are out. So I'm looking for the right color. We'll mix it together. I'll show you what I do. I don't think that's the right bottle though. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this color right here. Might as well mix up a bunch because we use it a lot. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit of brown and add to it. Okay, let's see how that looks. It's a pretty close match by the time we get it all mixed up. Maybe just a little bit lighter. Hey Shantae, how you feeling? Oops, that might be too much. Let's see what we think after we get it mixed together. You doing good? Getting around okay? Yep, I'd say that's about as close as we're gonna get. You're hanging in there? Well, that's good. And that's about all you can do right now, right? Did you start PT already? Like, I mean, they get you, I know you did that before you came home, but like outpatient, yep, they don't waste any time. They get everybody doing that stuff right away, but I think that's what helps speed the recovery, I think. So you had all your decorating done before you had this done, right? So your house is all, you can just sort of enjoy it now, right? A little bit. I haven't decided yet what color I'm doing this in the buttons, so This I did not have planned. I basically decided this as I was coming on live. So we're gonna go with it, see what we think. And I will be doing a pastel one, but I kind of like doing stuff in this pattern too. So let's just do it, see what we think, go from there. Well, hi Denise, how are you? I'm glad you're here too. It's good afternoon. I was gonna paint this pastel and I got this wild hair idea that maybe I should try to do something a little different and do like a leopard or cheetah print on his hat and his scarf. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what we get. But I am gonna do a pastel one after that too. Okay, sounds good, Shantae. Take care. And I don't know if y'all love Snowman, but I do. And I have a collection of them. I should take a picture of them someday. I've been getting Snowman for years. And I had one person in particular that would go far and wide to find some kind of a different snowman. Sometimes wouldn't we rather be doing anything but, you know, house cleaning, but sometimes I guess we don't get a choice, right? Well, I'm just kind of making up how we put it on here as we go, but I thought it would be fun because I love it too. So we'll give it a whirl. We can always change something if we don't. Yes, they are always happy, aren't they? They're my favorite too. I don't think I finished this up, but I had someone who used to go far and wide, who meant a lot to me, that used to go far and wide to find different snowman scenes, things like that. The other thing that I really love is nativities. I really wanted a nativity and I didn't have one when I got married. And she got me the coolest one. That, and a little bit of a joke is, I said I always, you know, I needed a good rolling pin. I didn't have a good rolling pin. I was young and I didn't have a good one. And so kind of the joke was I got a rolling pin at my shower too, you know, but there was a lot of jokes around that. So it was kind of funny. It was cute. Gotta have fun, right? Life can't be all totally serious. I am gonna just turn on my dryer just for a minute. I found this super quiet one I'm gonna get so we don't have so much noise, but I don't have it yet, so. I think snowmen, Santas, and nativities. Those are my favorite. Okay, so we're gonna add this little bit of white in here that we missed before we do his nose. Yeah, I mean, you gotta enjoy life. You gotta have fun. You gotta just enjoy things, I think. Like, there's times to be serious, but when it's time, right? Just gonna dry that for a second so we don't end up with it in the orange. So my vision is, you know, we have his orange carrot nose, his pink cheek, that on his scarf and his hat, we do the leopard. And I was thinking of the sash on the hat being black. I want to get the leopard on and look at it first. And then these I haven't decided. Gray with like iridescent glitter on them, or black and iridescent. I haven't decided. I guess I have to see it. Sometimes that's how it is, right? So Denise, are you, like, what crafts do you like? Do you have any crafts that you do? What's your favorite thing? Oh, that's so awesome. I love that story. Oh my goodness, I love that story. I loved nativities. Always. And my mom did not have one. My mom had a lot of things. My mom was definitely a decorator, but not the nativity. Like, the nativity was not her thing. But something my mom did do when we were little, and I don't think we completely got it or understood it at the time, but as an adult, I loved it. I don't know how old we were. I know we weren't babies, but I'm gonna guess maybe we were like 6 and 2 or something like that, because my sibling was 4 years younger than me, but she would get ornaments every year for us. And some dated, some not dated. And every year, one of our Christmas presents was some ornaments. It was always a couple. And then when we were all grown up and off doing our own trees and married and all of that, we had all these ornaments. I loved those ornaments. I mean, they were a little bit of everything. Oh, awesome, Denise. I love that. But my mom was really the one that started the whole crafting thing with us. And then with me, it went to a sewing direction and took off in some great ways there. And then here's where I ended up. I love to make wreaths. Quilted, sewed, yes. So you'll probably appreciate this, Denise. When I was, like I said, she started us crafting young. And I basically, at a young age, taught myself how to sew, and I used to draft my own patterns. I studied it for a while in college, for quite a while in college, but I used to design, and my mom did not sew, but my mom was a good baker. Like uniforms, flags, designs like that for drum corps. And I was at a place one time buying large quantities of material for all these things I was making. And unbeknownst to me, there was a designer there, and I ended up working for her and made everything that she sold in her boutique. It was really cool. Right? And then over the years, I transformed away from that. And I mean, I had kids and the whole thing. And then started doing wreaths and swags and all that kind of stuff. And here we are today. I like to incorporate that into some of this stuff, but painting is the primary thing. Yeah, it's so interesting, like the things that, you know, the things that we don't expect, and the things that happen in our life that give us these really cool opportunities. It's so interesting. And I love to hear other people's stories, you know, about how they got to where they are. So, yeah. It's fun. Everybody's got a story, right? And all the stories are really cool. Oh, stenciling, yeah. Have you ever tried like chalking? Using stencils and chalk? I have done that. It's fun. I've got a project coming up that I'm going to show just like what we're going to make the project on that I want to do on here soon. And I think everybody's going to really love it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be something just a little different, right? But really pretty and timely, I think, for the new year. You have not done chalk. I did do chalk. I enjoyed it. To me, it's not stenciling, but it's like almost like a different form, if that makes sense. So that's why I asked, wondering if you had done that. We got just a lot of gold right there. Kind of hoping we don't get any more snow tonight. I don't know what part of the country you're in, Denise, but it has been. I feel like we've gotten more snow here this winter already than we've gotten in a while. Like it didn't snow that much. They took out some of the snow days in the school calendar and all that kind of stuff because we just weren't getting the snow. But we are getting the snow this year. That's for sure. That's going to take a little while, I think, to really, maybe we need to go back over it a little bit. Oh, Oklahoma, yeah. I'm in Wisconsin, but I have been to Oklahoma many times with my daughter, who showed her horse both in Tulsa and Oklahoma City. It can get very cold and icy there, can't it? We haven't hit our cold time here. It will get very cold here. It will get, you know, with the wind chill 45 below, 50 below. I don't know if you get that, but we definitely will. So fortunately, I'm in the southern part of Wisconsin, so it isn't quite as cold as if we were up north, closer to Minneapolis, you know, Duluth area, that kind of thing. It's bad enough here. Bad enough here. Oh, cool. What part of Wisconsin, Denise? Depending on where they are in Wisconsin, they've either got snow or some parts of Wisconsin haven't really got that much snow this year. It's just really weird the way the snow lines are. But I think our first one we got 10 to 12, and then we've had some other smaller snows since then. Always a lot of ice and snow, yeah. The thing I remember most about Oklahoma is we were always there in the summer showing, is how very hot it always was. I don't mind the heat. I actually like the heat, but I know like for the animals or other people, they weren't really fond of it. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Oh, Marshfield? There's a Stevens Point, if that's what you were asking, yeah. And Marshfield, yep, that's, I think, a little bit more, I would describe it as a little bit more on the eastern side of the state. And there's a very well-known hospital and clinic there in Marshfield. Hang on just a second, I'm gonna be noisy for a minute again. Yes, it is very hot there in the summer. I mean, if I remember correctly, there were some days where it was 100 or close to 100. You know, it's hard on the animals. It's hard on people too, but yeah, it's very hot. I don't mind the heat though. I'm kind of a warm weather lover, so that's the area he is at. Okay, I'm a bit more south central, so I'm close to the capital city in Madison. I'm close to that. And I mean, we're only an hour from the Illinois border, so I'd probably be crying if I lived in way northern Wisconsin with all the snow they get and all the stuff. I mean, I used to do a lot of winter sports, you know, outside winter things. Like years ago, I used to go ice fishing and snowmobiling, and we've done a lot of things. Never skiing. I probably would have broken my legs multiple times if I was a skier, because, you know, I'm just not that coordinated. But it's fun to go to northern Wisconsin though for, you know, a lot of those kinds of things. And then it's great snowmobile country there in the UP. I used to love to do that. Okay, so now let's put this little pink cheek on. Yeah. Now, when they have any kind of a state fair type thing in Oklahoma, is that done either really early or like into the fall, sometime when it's a little bit cooler? I know, isn't it maybe Texas where they do it like that to kind of keep it cooler for the animals? Here it can be in the 90s, even Wisconsin, and we're doing the fair thing, and it is so hot for those little animals. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is make this, I'd call it the sash on his hat, but I'm going to make it black, make these black, but when it's dry, I am going to use the puffy paint for the X's and in here, and then I'm going to use the iridescent glitter on it to make it stand out. Just give it a little something. We'll see. I'm doing this on the fly. I hope it turns out the way I think it's gonna, but we can always change it if it doesn't. And I'm still gonna do a pastel one because that's was my original plan. Yeah, I think that I heard someone say that they do, that maybe they do fair later in the fall in Texas. I could be wrong, but I haven't decided on this part yet. But I mean, that makes sense to me because it's so hot. It's not just, you know, it's the animals and the people. You want people to enjoy the fair, you want them to go to the fair, but you don't want the people visiting or the kids that have been working so hard with their animals to have to go to fair and just be miserable, right? Like I know here for a lot of kids, it's a really big deal. And they work a lot to get ready for that, take their animals, and we do it here like third week in July or something like that. So, I mean, it's later, but also I think that time here is typically pretty warm. End of July, into August here is a hot time. Oops. So we're just gonna cover up this white once it dries a little bit. I did not realize I had something on the end of my finger, but you won't know that it was even there. We'll get it all covered up. We just might have to come back and do it. Oh, I'm really glad you could join tonight, Denise. I'm enjoying learning a little bit more about you and talking with you, and I appreciate you being here. Oh, I know where that is, Denise. Sure. So Tulsa was where we would do NSBA World Show every year. Oklahoma City is where we would do the AQHA World Show every year. And I believe Oklahoma City in November is where they also hold the Adult World Show every year. Thank you. I didn't get on earlier because it was kind of it was a good day, but it was like a wild day too. But I mean, 'tis the season, right? That activity was long, early days, late nights, lots of work, but it sure was fun. I may have stayed in Claymore. We tried to do like an Airbnb or something when we were traveling. I may have stayed in Claymore. I'll have to ask my daughter. I don't remember. almost stuck my brush in the orange. That'd have been really cool, right? Now I just don't know what to do about the snowflake on his hat. I'm thinking we could do, I was going to do black, but not when we did black for the sash. Thinking we could do like a light, you could do a light gray with white for the lines in the snowflake, or we could do like a super, super light blue and use white for the lines in the hat, but I don't know, I might have to think on that. And I'm talking about this snowflake up here. I don't know. You know what I think I am gonna do is maybe, so if I want to use even a light blue with white for the lines, I want to have a base coat of white. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it white for right now, even if I think about it. Yeah, I know. But you know what, it happens, right? Like I was on a live last spring and I was doing something for Valentine's Day. And it was all these really pastel pinks and, you know, pastel greens and all stuff like that. And I didn't know that I had black paint on the underside of my arm. And I put my arm on it and rested it down and pulled back, and it left this smear of black paint right across it. And I was just like, But you know, I learned a long time ago, you can fix it, right? And so rather than freak out or anything like that, I was just like, oh, well, we'll fix it. And we did, but it was interesting. Okay, I'm thinking, because even if we use a different color on here, I want to have this white base coat. So I'm sort of thinking if we put the white on, then we'll get an idea of what we want to do, but our base coat will already be down, if that makes sense. It can always be fixed, yep. And that is such a good way to look at it. And I just like that. You know, you can fix it. It's not, the sky is not going to fall, is how I would put it. And I did. And you cannot tell. I mean, you cannot tell at all that there was ever any black on there. It's just having that outlook and having the patience to just fix it up is what saved it. Yep. All right. I have done that. You'll always see me, unless I forget for some reason, you'll always see me wearing an apron, because As you can see, there's been a few explosions and some paint on it. And I mean, it happens. This one might take a little bit. I think there's black in this brush, but we will fix that spot as well. I don't know when that happened. What I'm gonna do is carrot. Give his carrot a few stripes, and then we'll have that done. I don't know about you, Denise, but I'm just that person, like I prefer the calm outlook on it, because I'm not a drama person, right? And so, and I'm pretty easygoing. And so, I guess that's probably why I'm so calm about stuff like that. It's also very cool to meet someone that knows someone from Wisconsin, another Wisconsinite, right? So I was just gonna paint and finish this, but I think what I would like to do is let this get good and dry and think about what I want to do with that snowflake up there. Got a couple thoughts. I want it to go along with the rest of it. We're gonna be adding lots of glitter to this one. I don't know how you are, Denise, but I'm a glitter lover, so glitter just makes life better, right? I love glitter on everything. But this is what we got so far. I think it's turning out really cute. I want to decide what I'm going to do here. And I'll let it get good and dry before I start putting the glitter on it. So maybe rather than finish it right now, I'm going to stop so I can think about that part. And we'll come back and finish it really fast. I maybe even come back tonight because I really like this one. I think it's super cute. And I hope that you all will like it as well. Hey, Margaret, how are you? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait and think about what I want to do up here. I already know what I'm gonna do down here and here. And then we'll come back. I'll let it get good and dry. And we'll go. Oh, cool. That's cool, Denise. And had snow. I know. I have a lot of family in Phoenix, and they've lived in Arizona all their lives. And when it snows, it's a happening, right? Oh, I'm sorry I missed it, Margaret. I was just over here doing my thing and didn't even catch that. If you sent me a message. Yeah, I was going to finish it all at once, but I just want to figure out what I think I want to do. since this whole decision to do this was not a decision until I hit the go live button. Go figure, right? Thank you, Denise. I really appreciate that. But let's finish it up later tonight or tomorrow morning. Thank you for coming to hang out. Really appreciate you guys, and you have a great evening.